Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Rebel Racing Network and the Third Coast Racing Xfinity Series. I'm your commentator tonight, Austin Householder, and we are coming to you live from Fort Worth, Texas, and the virtual Texas Motor Speedway, a 1.5-mile oval located just outside of Dallas in Fort Worth, where these drivers are going to compete for 90 laps tonight. The weather, it is currently 78 degrees out. Partly cloudy skies, track sitting at a nice cool 80 degrees. That's going to help these drivers out, especially in that treacherous turn 1 and 2. That banking is very flat and it can get very slick. These cool track temperatures and that cloud cover here at night should help these drivers keep that car under control as they race down into turns 1 and 2. And the rules for tonight's event, these drivers are going to be given 3 sets of tires tonight. Once again, that is 3 sets, down 1 set from what they had last week, where we had 4 sets of tires at Vegas. So only 3 sets to make it here. 80% fuel and no fast repairs. So in looking at that fuel load these cars are carrying tonight, with 80% fuel, these cars are going to get about 44 laps on one run. It is a 90-lap race, so if they run all out, they will be just short with 1 pit stop. They will need to pit twice if they're running all out. Now, we saw last week where everyone saved a little bit of fuel with a 42-lap pit window, and we're able to make it on one fuel stop. We'll be seeing if these cars can do that tonight. The top 2 saved early on in the race last week and were able to finish under their own power. Our third place finisher last week, though, had to be pushed back to the line for his interview because he was out of fuel as he crossed the line. So it will be close here, folks. And we are currently looking at the 99 of Marcus De La Garza, sporting his pink. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and these drivers will be sporting these pink ribbons and these pink cars all month, supporting breast cancer awareness. And you also notice the Ride Weights logo on that 99 machine. That is Marcus De La Garza's app that he created to help keep you informed on the weights for rides, the line weights at various amusement parks in Florida. Ride Weights is also the sponsor of our race tonight. We are bringing you the Ride Weights 135. We're currently looking at the 19 of Dakota Dennis, fellow league owner, rocking his pink and blue for breast cancer awareness. I was talking to him earlier on, and he is very excited about this paint scheme. With only 5 minutes left of practice, we're currently looking at our leaderboard here. Adam Boughton currently sitting in first place on the leaderboard with a best time of 29.97, but he is tied for that first place position with the 46 of Ray Polking, who also ran a 29.97. Michael Carter, Adam's teammate, currently sitting in third with a time of 30 seconds flat. Lee Hamby in fourth with 30.06. And Mike Hardy rounding out your top 5 in times right now with a best time of 30.16. Take a look at that 7 car of Mike Hardy. I was talking to him earlier tonight. He informed us he has not had a chance to get on a lot of practice here tonight, but he is in the top half of the field, so he has figured something out in this short hour-long practice. And we've got Hugh Escobar in the 72, a late registration for this one, making his first laps now. He's already pulling it down low. Does not like something on that setup. He's going to reset and try and find something different. That's the 2 of Ryan Branchow. He's getting loose going through turns 3 and 4. Going to pull onto pit road sideways. Some struggles for that, too. He currently has the 6th fastest time tonight. And with time winding down here in practice, we're going to try and go ahead and get an interview with one of these drivers. Let's go ahead and pull Dakota Dennis up to the booth. Hey, Dakota, it's Austin up in the booth. You got me, buddy?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear, buddy.
All right, man. How you feeling? I was talking to you earlier on. You said you were coming into Texas very confident. You said it is one of your best tracks. You think you have what it takes to put that car in victory lane tonight?
Well, we have a strategy call. We have what it takes to definitely put the car in victory lane. We just got to have a couple things go our way, and we're not as fast as everybody else in the short run, but that long run, if it stays green, we definitely have the car to put it up front and put this car in victory lane. So if we have everything fall our way and have a good race and it stays green, we might have a good outcome tonight.
All right, and that is quite a possibility. Throwing it back to last week, we did 90 laps at Las Vegas. No caution flags.
Yeah, that's exactly what I need tonight. And if it goes that way again, there's a good chance I'm fighting for the podium. If not, I'm fighting for a win. So I have speed up front in the short run. I just don't have the up front fast speed. But I definitely have enough to hold my own. So if it goes that route, we're going to give it all we got. But we have a strategy call tonight. And if it all works out, we're going to do it to the best of our ability.
All right, buddy. Well, good luck. We were admiring your paint scheme. I know how excited you were for this paint scheme. Tell us a little bit about your sponsor tonight.
Yeah, no, this is a wonderful paint scheme. So on the front end of the car, you are going to see the Pink Heels logo. That's for the firefighters, and it's a sponsored organization by firemen all throughout the U.S. All 50 states have their own chapters. They do more than just firemen. It's all about cancer. If you have any kind of cancer, they basically do what they need to do to help you get by through tough times. We got Dining or Transport down the side. They're a wonderful sponsor for us as well. On the back of the car, you see the Nobody Fights Alone. So October is just a month for everybody who fights breast cancer, and it's not just breast cancer. I mean, if you're fighting it, you're fighting that fight, and you're going to give it one hell of a fight to the best of your ability. So, again, nobody fights alone in this fight. And I've had people who have had cancer and have died to it, and it's not breast cancer, but it's hard to put a label on cancer in general. It's just a fight that you never want to fight, and unfortunately, some people are very unlucky and had to fight that fight, but they're not alone. So if they're fighting it, you're not alone. Keep your head high, keep in good spirits. You'll pull through one way or the other, but yeah.
All right. Well, we appreciate it, Dakota. We're gonna let you go ahead, get ready to make your qualifying run. Good night. Good luck tonight, buddy.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Once again, that was Dakota Dennis, driver of the 19 Ford Mustang, rocking the Pink Heels paint scheme here tonight. And we've got Marcus De La Garza entering the chat. Marcus, are you calling me pretty? All right, and the checkered flag is out here in practice. We are getting ready to start our qualifying runs. As these drivers start their qualifying runs, we are going to take it down trackside for our opening ceremonies presented by Oorah Flyovers. At this time, please stand as you are able, remove your hats, place your hand over your heart, and veterans render a hand salute as the United States Marine Corps Band performs our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare of upbursting air gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, and we are back, folks. Big thank you to Oorah Flyovers for those opening ceremonies. A beautiful shot of the C-130 Super Hercs flying over Texas Motor Speedway at sunset using Microsoft Flight Simulator. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that is a reference. The C-130s were here in Fort Worth. I believe that is a reference to Marine Corps C-130 Squadron VMGR 234 based out of Fort Worth, Texas. They are an aerial refueling squadron. It looks like Dakota Dennis has just finished his qualifying run, currently sitting back there in 6th. We're going to go ahead and take a look at Michael Carter here as he completes his run. Driver of the 97. We see him very competitive throughout the first 2 weeks of the season. Michael Carter, good enough to take home or roll off in 4th right now. We currently have 3 drivers still waiting to put down a lap. Lee Hamby on track, driver of the 47 machine. Beautiful Jack Daniels paint scheme. And Coca-Cola. Lee Hamby's first lap is now underway. Lee Hamby with a time of 30.19 cracks the top 5 here. Correction, I do believe that was his 2nd lap. So some trouble for Lee on his 1st lap, but his 2nd lap good enough to crack the top 5. Ryan Branchow now on track. Driver that 2. We saw him getting loose in practice. We're going to see if he can get that car under control for his qualifying run. It looks like that 2 car got a little bit loose going down into 1 there. And again, loose coming off a 4. That 2 car, very loose. Not what he needed. He will be rolling off here in 9th tonight. Only Chris Williams, C-Dub, still left to qualify. And we officially have 12 racers registered tonight. As they begin to grid up, we're going to go through our official grid. And we have got the grid working here tonight. Those technical difficulties have been solved. We take a look at our starting lineup. Starting in first place on the pole will be Ray Polking in the 46 machine. To his outside in second place will be Adam Boughton in the 94 machine. Mike Hardy is going to roll off third in the 7 car. Here in fourth, we have the 97 of Michael Carter. Rolling off fifth will be Lee Hamby, driver of the 47 machine. Marcus De La Garza will be to his outside in sixth in the 99 car. Dakota Dennis will start 7th in the 19 machine. In 8th, we have Ryan Comba, driver of the 204 car. Rolling off 9th will be Ryan Branchout in the 2 car. Hugh Escobar is going to be starting 10th in the 72 car. In 11th, we have fan favorite Thomas Adams, back from his WWE wrestling event last week. He will be in the 64 machine. And starting last place in 12th will be Chris C-Dub Williams in the 44 car. That toxic waste machine. Chris Williams did not qualify, so he's going to have to start from the rear of the pack. These drivers are now taking the track for their parade lap. Ray Polking, once again, will lead them down to the green flag. They enter turns 3 and 4. That pace truck getting ready to dive off. We are about to get this one underway, folks. Pace truck is off. They are bunched up. Green flag is out. We are racing, folks. Ray Polking on the inside, jumping out to an early lead here. He's got control, but here comes Mike Hardy on the inside as well. Mike Hardy to second now. See Hugh Escobar jumping out of line there, back in the pack, looking to make some moves here early on. As Polkin has opened up that gap now. Already about half a second back to Mike Hardy, who is trying to pull away from the 47 of Lee Hamby. Adam Boughton in that 94 car, struggling here at the beginning. He drops back, but this may be a strategy for him. We saw Adam Boughton and Michael Carter save fuel in the last race. They knew they were good to the end when they pitted. So maybe trying to work that strategy here as well, and that his tires are going to come into play too. Those cars are going to slip and slide, especially with this low banking. Tire management is going to be key here, especially if we see another race with no cautions. And here comes Lee Hamby now pulling up on the 7 of Mike Hardy. Lee trying to go to second. As the field is single file here early on. We're going to look back in the pack at Hugh Escobar, Dakota Dennis, Marcus Castle. See Dakota Dennis trying to work that inside. Talking to him earlier on. Very close to the 204 Ryan Kahn, but Dakota Dennis sliding up the track there a little bit, not giving that 204 car much room as he goes by. Now, when he talked to Dakota, he said one of his strategies is to save tires here tonight. They're bunched up back here in the pack. Dakota trying to complete his pass over the 204. I think he is struggling with that 72 car not giving much room. He's going to complete that pass as the 204 car taps the outside wall. Ryan Branchow also going to complete the pass. A stake for the 204 of Ryan Kamba here early on. And it looks like Hugh Escobar's got a piece of the wall there as well. Dakota Dennis now to his inside. Dakota Dennis going to work his way around Hugh Escobar, but he's got company. Ryan Branchow sticking right with Dakota Dennis as they make their way up through the pack. And now Branchow going to get to the inside of Dakota Dennis, trying to make a run here. Branchow going to work his way by Dakota Dennis. It looks like we've got a battle shaping up here up front for the third. Marcus De La Garza in close proximity to Mike Hardy, but here comes Adam Boughton in that 94 car. He started in second place, making his way back up to fourth now. Adam Boughton taking it easy through the first 10 laps of this one. Now it's go time. I think he was just trying to save a little gas, make sure he can go all the way after his first pit stop. Saw Marcus De La Garza catching a little piece of the apron there, getting loose. Adam Boughton, though, up to third now. And up front, Lee Hamby has gotten by the 46 of Ray Polking. Lee Hamby, your new race leader. Going back to second place, Adam Boughton now going to work on Ray Polking as well. Ray Polking, here's, a little bit more aggressive on those tires. His speed is falling off. Looking at the last lap times, Ray Polking definitely slowing down here a little bit. Now down into the 31s. A huge drop off that last time as he battled with Adam Boughton. That just goes to show you folks how important these tires are going to be here. As we've got it sorted out, we're going to head down to the track for a creative castle. Crank it up. right, and we are back here, folks. Another lead change here. Adam Boughton has made his way to the front of the pack, getting by Lee Hamby during our creative castle. Crank it up. Adam Boughton now leads the ride weights 135. And we are going to go ahead and step away for a quick commercial break.
Do you love Orlando's theme parks, but the long lines have you losing the magic? Introducing Ride Waits, the Apple Watch app designed to help you skip the stress and ride more, with real-time wait times and park info right on your wrist. Whether you're exploring Walt Disney World, adventuring through Universal Orlando, or taking it all in at SeaWorld, Ride Waits helps you navigate smarter and get the most out of your visit. No more wandering, no more guessing, just more riding. And it's not just wait times. Ride Waits also offers tips on the best times to ride, general park info, and helpful alerts so you never miss out on your favorite attraction. Whether you're planning ahead or making game day decisions in the park, Ride Waits keeps everything you need at a quick glance away. Ride Waits, your wrist-side guide to the best parks in Orlando. Available now on the Apple Watch store.
Not affiliated with or endorsed by any theme park brand.
All right, and we are back here, folks. Checking the chat, we got Nolan Perry on Facebook rooting for his buddy Marcus De La Garza. We're now 19 laps into the scheduled 90. Green flag racing throughout. These drivers, with all this green flag racing, have gotten spread out. And this could be another race with no yellow flags. And here comes Ray Polking looking to get by Lee Hamby for second place. Ray Polking back to second now. While all this battling is going on, Adam Boughton pulling away from these two. Lee Hamby going to cross over and try the inside line here. Lee Hamby now back to second. All right, as we take a quick look at everyone's lap times right now, you can see just how much these guys have fallen off in just 22 laps. Their lap times have fallen off almost 2 seconds here. Adam Boughton, though, still quick with a 31.42 that last time by Michael Carter as well. Everyone else running about 31.8, except when we look back further in the pack, sitting back there in sixth, that 19 of Dakota Dennis. His last lap was off the pace, but he was consistently running like about 31.7, 31.6. So Dakota Dennis trying to save tire, and it looks like it may be paying off as he is now pulling back up towards that 2 of Ryan Branchow, looking to get back by and crack the top 5 here tonight. I do believe Dakota probably saving some tires here, looking for the right time to make his move on Ryan Branchow. Reason he slowed down a little bit. Now 25 laps in. And still some pack racing here in the back. We see Mike Hardy going by Marcus De La Garza, the 204 of Ryan Comba, also getting underneath Marcus De La Garza. That Ride Waits car, That Ride Waits Mustang dropping back here. De La Garza's caught on the outside. It looks like he may have made contact. A little bit of net code between him and the 72 of Hugh Escobar. Everyone keeping it straight, though, and they continue on. So a big wobble out of that 72 as he is dropping back now. Going back to the front, Lee Hamby and Ray Polking still do not look like they are done. Although that tap to the outside wall by Ray Polking definitely going to let Lee Hamby open up some space. It looks like Michael Carter now has caught Ray Polking looking to go around him. He wants to catch back up to his teammate. Back in the pack, Dakota Dennis has now completed his pass for 5th. He cracks the top 5 for the first time tonight. Dakota Dennis now all out there by himself. He's got a little bit of clean air. That should help him out with everyone else being out in front of him. Currently look at his last laps. Now running about 31.8, 31.7 for that 19 machine. He is not fast enough right now to catch Michael Carter. Currently about 5 seconds behind Michael Carter. Dakota Dennis going to have to make up some time here on pit road. We move back to the front here. Michael Carter still settled in behind Ray Polking. Second, third, and fourth, just kind of riding along right now, not pushing the issue as we are now 30 laps into this run. Those tires have got to be slick and greasy. At this point, they're, just trying to keep these cars straight until they can head down pit road and get a new set of Goodyear Eagles. Look at Dakota Dennis. He has now found some speed here late into this run. But I'll tell you what, that 94 of Adam Boughton right now is so fast. He's got that clean air. He is approaching the lap traffic of the 64 of Thomas Adams. Driving a Red Bull Mustang tonight. A little bit of change up for Thomas Adams, who normally driving the Aaron's Dream machine. Adam Boughton continues to open up this gap here. We have a battle now for second. Ray Polkin has gotten back to the inside of Lee Hamby. They're going to battle down the back stretch. Neck and neck. Ray Polking inching ahead, but they've got lap traffic to contend with ahead of them. Looks like Ray Polking going to complete the pass. Lee Hamby trying to hang with them. Went high. But Thomas Adams is there, and Thomas Adams is off the pace. Lee goes up into the outside wall, and he's going to now lose third place to Michael Carter. And possibly some right side damage to that 47 machine. That may open up the door for Dakota Dennis to get another position here. Dakota Dennis still looking to close that gap. Looking back in the pack here at the 99 of Marcus De La Garza, he is off the pace yet again, currently running 11th. He has lost the pack two seconds behind that 72 of Hugh Escobar. Now 37 laps in the books. We are going to take another quick commercial break before these green flag pit stops start.
It's race day on iRacing. The grid is set. Engines are rumbling. The chat is buzzing. The anticipation is building. But before the green flag waves, you need a moment that gets hearts racing. Hoorah Flyovers delivers cinematic, custom airplane flyovers for your iRacing or esports event, bringing real-world energy to your virtual track. Add a patriotic punch to your pre-race show, whether you're hosting a league championship, a memorial race, or just want to hype the crowd. Hoorah brings the thunder. Fully customizable, easy to book, stream ready, guaranteed to get your drivers and fans fired up. Because when the jets fly, everyone pays attention. Stand tall, fly low, race pro. Hoorah! Visit Hoorah Flyovers on Discord or Facebook and bring the flyover experience to iRacing like never before.
All right, and we are back, folks. While we were away, Michael Carter has now taken over second place from Ray Polking. Michael Carter looking to close that gap with teammate Adam Boughton. Now 39 laps in the books, 40 laps in the books. We are just 4 laps away from green flag pit stops here, folks. It looks like we've got our first taker, Marcus De La Garza, on pit road early here. He's going to fall a lap down. All right, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but it does appear that we had some tire marks back in the infield. We're going to see what caused those. Maybe someone else, maybe someone having a little bit of trouble here. We're going back looking at Hugh Escobar on the 72 machine. Looks like he got into the outside wall, goes for a ride through the infield. Getting loose there. And Thomas Adams, well, has had trouble in this race. He catches that outside wall, takes his trip through the infield as well. Go back live here. Caution is out. Here on lap 42, it looks like Hugh Escobar and Mike Hardy are involved in this. Mike Hardy had to jump to the pits, so major damage to that 7 machine. That is going to shake things up. Here, only 42 laps in, that pit road is going to open up here on lap 42. Or, I'm sorry, lap 43. That means these drivers are going to be short on fuel. Taking a look here to see what happened. It looks like Mike Hardy just caught the outside wall. Hugh Escobar gets to the back of him, and they go for a ride down the front stretch. I do believe that is going to end Mike Hardy's night as Adam Boughton leads them down pit road. Thomas Adams and Marcus De La Garza stay out here. We're going to try and talk to Marcus De La Garza here real quick. As Adam Boughton going to win the race off of pit road. Michael Carter in second. Ray Polkin in third. Let's talk to Marcus Castle, who just got his lap back. Marcus, it's Austin up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, Austin, I got you, man.
All right. And I do believe I called you Marcus Castle again. Man, I'm getting you confused with Creative Castle right now. So, you stayed out under that last caution, looking to get a lap back. This caution, how's this going to affect your pit strategy?
You know, I kind of screwed things up when I smacked the wall back there about 10 laps ago. My pit strategy's out the window. I'm actually praying for one more caution so I can get one more lap back. So my strategy is a little out the window tonight, Austin, but I hope our viewers are having a good time watching us all have some differing strategies here. We had a few people hit the wall there. It's going to be a rough night for a few of us points-wise.
Yes, and it's, this caution came out here on lap 42. Everyone pitting lap 43 and 44. This is going to shake some things up in the pit strategy. Tell me, how's the car driving after that tap with the outside wall?
You know, I've got about 6 minutes of damage when I just pulled out, so she's driving pretty rough, but she's at least turning, so I think with some fresh tires and keeping her a little ginger, I can at least get back around, maybe get that lap back eventually if we get one more caution.
All right. Well, good luck the rest of the night, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Once again, that was Marcus De La Garza, driver of the 99 machine. He and Thomas Adams both trying to get a lap back here. As the lights on the pace car are now off, we are doubling them back up, getting ready to go back green flag racing here. I tell you what, the real loser on pit road here, Dakota Dennis. He was in the top 5, now dropping back to 8th. He's got the long run speed, but struggles in the short run. He's going to have a challenge to get back up to the front here. And the pace truck is off. Adam Boughton leading them down to the green flag. His teammate Michael Carter to his outside. Green flag is out. Adam Boughton quickly takes control of that lead. Michael Carter, no one to his inside, but he has not gotten down low yet. There he goes, dropping down in front of Ray Polking. As Hamby and Polking currently battling for third. Hamby should have the run here coming off of the corner. Here we see the 204 of Ryan Comba now cracking the top 5 for the first time tonight. Ryan Branchow, though, looking to knock Ryan Comba back out of the top 5. It is the battle of the Ryans here. I just had to do a double take at my scoring chart. Make sure I said their names right. As Ray Polkin still trying to work on Lee Hamby. Ryan Branchow. Oh, we've got a car on the wall. Michael Carter is out in the wall there. Let's go back, see what happened with Michael Carter here. And looks like Michael Carter just got loose, got into Ray Polking a little bit there. That is a tough break for that 97 car. That was a hard hit. He may have some damage to that right side. We try and get a look at his Right side, it looks like it may be all right. We will see if he can continue on here, but he has dropped back to 6th now. Ryan Comba back up in the top 5. Ryan Branchow, though, on the move, up 6 positions now to 3rd. Those top 3 starting to pull away, leaving Lee Hamby. We're going to go back, check on Dakota Dennis. He has that long run speed, but currently sitting back there in 8th. Our last car on the lead lap. We now have 51 laps in the book. They are all single file here. Lee Hamby, though, going back by Ryan Branchow. Ryan Branchow had the short run speed, but he has burned up those tires quickly. We go back to the front. Adam Boughton now with about a second lead over second place Ray Polking. Boughton, though, will not have his teammate here to help him finish out, as Michael Carter currently sitting back there in 5th, trying to make his way back up to the front here. Carter still has the speed, currently running a 30.57. As Carter's now to Branchow's inside. They're still side by side as they come through the tri-oval. Branchow not wanting to give up that 4th place position. It looks like Michael Carter is going to win this battle here. And we're checking in with Hugh Escobar. He was caught up in that incident early on. He is out of the race as well with damage. A tough break for that 72 machine. He and Mike Hardy will both get DNFs here tonight. Because this battle for 4th is not over yet. Ryan Branchow trying to get back to the inside of Michael Carter. Michael Carter now 1 away, though. We go back up to the front of the pack. Adam Boughton still not opening up that gap over Ray Polking. further back in the pack. Dakota Dennis has now made his way back up to 7th. He's looking for that long run speed. But this late in the race, it may not be enough time for him to make up that speed or make up that time. He'll be looking to just salvage a top 5 finish out of this one. As we come down to 30 to go, we're going to step aside for another quick commercial break.
From the track to the tech, Creative Castle keeps your code running as clean as your laps. We test real-world devices and digital platforms so your next release won't crash in turn 1. At Creative Castle, we elevate your software with expert quality assurance and cross-platform testing. Whether it's native apps or networked hardware, we deliver precision-tested performance at scale. Behind every smooth app and smart device is a quiet castle. Creative Castle. We're the quality wizards and test knights who battle bugs and break bad code before it breaks your product. Creative Castle. Quality at full throttle. Your quest for quality ends here.
All right, and we are back, folks. Ray Polking now losing a step to Adam Boughton. Lee Hamby trying to race his way back up to Ray Polkett and maybe take over second place. Hamby with a 2-second lead over Michael Carter, though. Looking at that 2-car, Ryan Branchow. He is our biggest mover of the night, up to 5th from 9th place. Looking to make up some time. He got caught up there battling with Michael Carter for 4th. Carter still fast, even with that contact with the outside wall early on into this run. Good evening, Seth. Glad to have you back, buddy. We hope you are staying safe out there on the road, Seth. We are missing you here tonight, buddy. But we are excited to come back and cover your races in the Nora Cup Series. Once again, that will be starting mid-October, guys. Stay tuned for information on the Nora Cup Series. Go back, take a look at the 204 of Ryan Comba. Currently about a 1/10 of a second faster than Dakota Dennis. He is opening up that gap. Almost a second over his buddy Dakota Dennis, as here comes Marcus Castle back out on track after trying to get some damage repaired. A tough break for that 99 machine. All right, 755 miles. That is a lot of miles, Seth. Yep, I agree. It has been too long of a wait, buddy. It looks like Dakota Dennis, with that pit stop, has found a little bit of speed. He's able to get back by Ryan Comba. He does have fresher tires. But with that right side front tire damage, that tire is going to wear worse as time goes on. All right, Seth LaCroix saying he's trying to stir up some drama amongst the teams in the Nora Series. I tell you what, I don't know how the other drivers are going to feel about that, Seth, but, you know, we kind of love the drama here at Rebel Racing Network. We take a look at the 64 of Thomas Adams, another Nora driver. His struggles have continued here tonight. He currently sits in 9th. We are now down to 21 laps to go. Adam Boughton still your leader. Ray Polkin in second. Lee Hamby sitting in third. And the troubles continue for the 64 of Thomas Adams. He is now pulled down pit road. So once again, folks, this does look like it could turn out to be a fuel mileage race if these drivers are not saving fuel. They had to pit early because of that late run caution. Only 2 to 3 laps before green flag pit stops would have started. Go back, take a look at the 44 of Chris Williams. He was a little bit faster than Dakota Dennis, but has a 3-second gap to make up. Try and get some track position back. Chris Williams, the last car on the lead lap currently. And we're going to step aside for another quick commercial break.
At FedUps, we don't care how it gets there, just that it eventually does. We use cutting-edge technology like guesswork, blind rage, and the occasional coin flip. Need help? Our customer service is standing by to put you on hold. Our drivers are trained professionals in rage quitting, road rage, and minor parkour. Have an issue? Hey, we delivered it, didn't we? At FedUp, we're not happy until you're not happy. Special instructions? I ignored it specifically. Signature required? We'll scribble something. Fragile? Let's test that theory. Customer service? Try screaming into the void. FedUp, we hate your package almost as much as you do.
FedUps is not responsible for damaged, late, lost, or completely incinerated packages. Batteries not included. Actually, nothing's included.
All right, and we are back, folks. Adam Boughton still in control of this one, now with a 2-second lead over Ray Polking. But it looks like we've got some information on what happened with Thomas Adams. It looks like he has had some trouble here. That is why he came down pit road. Looks like he caught that apron. Looks like some blinking issues for the 64 machine as he comes to a stop. So some internet issues playing into factor for Thomas Adams in that 64 machine. It looks like he's going to finish 10th here tonight. Now only 14 laps to go. Adam Boughton with a commanding lead. Ray Polking in second. Lee Hamby in third. Michael Carter in fourth. Ryan Branchow back there in fifth. And looking at this 2 machine of Ryan Branchow, he is a little bit off the pace. His last lap was a 32.5. Dakota Dennis has now made his way up to 6th. His last lap was a 31.94. Dakota Dennis now on the move, trying to save some tires and crack the top 5 here. As he has a sight set on Ryan Branchow. He was able to make easy work of Ryan Comba once these tires fell off. Just 13 laps to go. We're going to see if he can make up the time. Ryan Branchow now. Looks like he has cooled the tires off. Back into the 30s with a 30.53. It is going to be hard for Dakota Dennis to catch him, but he looks like he is slowly inching towards that 2 car. We've got a battle up front. Michael Carter has caught Lee Hamby and goes to the inside. Michael Carter going to get by that 47 of Lee Hamby. Carter's going to open up that gap pretty quickly. We see Dakota Dennis now going to the inside of Branchow. Dakota Dennis sliding up the track a little bit, not giving Branchow much room as they go through turns 3 and 4. Dennis now to 5th. Branchow not wanting to give up that track position that easy. He is trying that high side, trying to get a run on that 19 machine. He's not going to be able to do it. Ryan Branchow looks like he has used up those tires, and it looks like the Battle of the Ryans is getting ready to shape up again as Ryan Comba now has a sight set on that 2 machine. As we are now 9 laps to go, folks. We look back towards the front. Michael Carter trying to gain ground on the 46 of Ray Polking. About a second and a half between the two. And Adam Boughton still with a commanding 5-second lead. This is Adam's race as long as there are no cautions and he can make it all the way on fuel. We're going to head right back to the Battle of the Ryans. This Comba has now caught Branchow and looking to make a move with only 7 laps left. Looks like Comba is now falling off a little bit. Ryan Branchow opening that gap back up. Now 5 laps to go. The question here is, who has the fuel to make it all the way? So Adam, we're looking at the 94 of Adam Boughton, all by himself out front. 6 seconds now between him and Ray Polking. But it looks like Polking may have to deal with Michael Carter here before this race is over. Carter closing fast. Last time by. About 0.4 of a second between the two in lap times. Michael Carter is faster. Now 3 laps to go. We're going to see if Ray can hold off Carter to finish this one out, or is Michael Carter going to stand next to his teammate on the podium? Carter is there. Holking gonna go low here. Carter going low as well. Ray has got to be looking in his mirror, trying to predict where Michael Carter's going to go. Looks like Carter's going to go low here. He's got a nose underneath Ray Polking. Polking washing up the track. Carter's going to go by. Carter back up high now. We're down to 2 laps to go. Adam Boughton getting ready to take the white flag. Adam Boughton will take the white flag. Next flag ends the race. Adam Boughton has this locked up. It is his race to lose now. Adam Boughton enters turns 3 and 4. Even if he were to run out of gas here, I still don't think they could catch him. He comes off of turn 4 through the trioval. Adam Boughton going to take home the win. His teammate Michael Carter now coming off of turn 4. Carter in second. Ray Polking going to come home third. Lee Hamby in fourth. Ryan Comba going to come home fifth. Dakota Dennis appears he is out of gas. The 19 of Dakota Dennis. He had that 5th place finish locked up, but he was just a little short on gas. Probably going to go back to the pits, have some words with his fuel man. As he coasted around the track. Adam Boughton going to park it right there at the start and finish line. Here comes his teammate Michael Carter. Ray Polking there in third. Adam's going to say, hey, now I'm in front, making sure the people know I finished first here as he pulls up just a little bit higher. As we get ready for our post-race interviews, we're going to start with that 46 of Ray Polking. Ray, it's Austin up in the booth. You got me, buddy?
Who are you talking to?
Ray.
Yeah, you got me.
You got me? All right, there you are. Congratulations on yet another podium finish. Take us through those last 5 laps, that battle with Michael Carter closing in on you.
I burned up my right front trying to keep up with the 94, and I was just easy pickings there at the end.
It looks like you were, you might have been able to hang with him there in a little bit after he actually caught you. It looked like his speed fell off, and, we were watching you for about a lap. It looked like you were making the right moves, not really blocking, but just staying in Carter's way. Was that your plan, to just kind of stay in his way and make him, work his way around you? Or did, once he caught you, did you just kind of let him go on by?
No, I was trying to hold him back there, but then I kind of ran in the turn 1 a little deep, and it slid up on me, and there he went.
All right, that is a tough break, but this is, once again, back-to-back podium finishes for you. How does it feel to go back-to-back here in this new league?
It feels great. I was hoping for a little bit more tonight, though. I thought I had a good shot at the top 2 there, but it wasn't to be.
All right. Well, we've got Iowa next week for 130 laps. What is your plan to take, put that car into victory lane at Iowa?
About to my driveway go as fast as I can go. Hope it comes out of my favor at the end.
All right, so we're going to be keeping an eye on you next week. You've been you've definitely been a factor in these first two races, and we are looking for you to get your first win. We're going to let you get on out of here and get to work and get ready for Iowa. But real quick, anyone you want to shout out before we do?
I just want to shout out to everybody that runs this league. They put on a great show. All the drivers in this league, again, it's a class act all the way around.
All right, we appreciate it, Ray. Congratulations yet again on a podium finish.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night, sir. All right, once again, that was Ray Polking. We're going to move on to our second place finisher, Michael Carter. And boy, do I have some questions for him. Michael, it's Austin up in the booth. You got me, buddy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
All right, congratulations on yet another podium finish. Those are, RMS machines coming home 1-2 yet again. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels great. Cars really felt good. Of course, Evo Adams was really hooked up. Looked like we were pretty good, but we struggled a little bit on the tires.
All right. It did look like everyone was struggling there on the tires. I do want to take it back to that restart there. We saw you looks like might have made contact with another car, ended up in the outside wall. What went through your head there?
Oh, not just trying to hold on to it.
Right? You know, did you think there goes your chances at a podium finish there? It looked like a hard hit. We were kind of counting you out, and then here you come at the end to battle Ray Polking and take away second place. What went through your head when you hit that wall?
Yeah, I wasn't sure what kind of contact I got. I mean, I looked down, it registered 0x, but I wasn't sure. Sometimes it'll do that and you still actually have damage, and just kind of felt it out and looked at my lap times there for a few laps, and it looked normal. So just hammered down and tried to gain back as much spots as we could. But yeah, that was a close one there. It could have easily been end of the night.
Yep. Well, lucky for you it wasn't. I've got to ask though, do you think you would have had something for your teammate if you didn't get caught up in that? Could have actually raced him.
Honestly, no, not tonight. No, I think he had us covered tonight.
All right, he was quick. That was a 7-second interval he won by tonight. But once again, though, congratulations on a second place finish, getting the 1-2 finish for your team. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you get on out of here?
All right, I appreciate it. Yeah, just a shout out to you guys, broadcast booth, TCR, RMS, and just everybody that has a hand and a part in putting this on, and all the guys that race with us, and just appreciate it.
All right, we appreciate y'all for putting on a great show for us. We will see you back here next week at Iowa for 130 laps.
Looking forward to it.
Us too. Thank you, buddy. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. Y'all too.
Thank you. All right, and we are going to move on to tonight's race winner, Adam Boughton. Adam, it's Austin up in the booth. You got me, buddy?
Yes, I do.
How does it feel to take home the win in the Ride Weights 135?
That was a pretty fun race tonight. Had a pretty strong car for most of the night. Had to do a little managing with the fuel there at the early in the race, but then that caution threw a wrench in all that. And then we just got the jump on the restart, and were able to hang on to the lead there, and just set sail and cruise on over to the win.
All right. I don't know if hang on to the lead there is the right term there. You had a 7-second interval between you and teammate Michael Carter. But real quick, you were talking about the wrench into the fuel plans there. What were your thoughts when that caution came out right before the pit stop window was going to open up for green flag pit stops?
Well, I thought the second run was going to be more. You were going to have to save more on the second run, because it was right on the edge of the next window, or you're going to have to save. But ultimately, the pace slowed up enough to where we really didn't have to save too much. if at any.
Yep. Well, I tell you what, with a 7-second gap, it doesn't look like saving was on your mind at all.
I was saving a little bit, but I was more so just helping the car rotate better in 1 and 2 specifically, because I was able to get rid of by trying to save some fuel there and clutching in turn 1. Got rid of the engine brake a little bit, and it help rotate the car down to the bottom, especially as the tires started wearing out more.
All right. And, I've got to ask, how does it feel? Second week in a row, RMS Racing is going to finish 1-2. That's got to feel pretty good. You guys are coming into this league and have proven that your team is a force to be reckoned with.
That's always a good thing, considering we have no idea what we're doing in these cars. So, but we're apparently doing something right here. At least starting off the season, but still a long way to go. We got a couple. No, I know there's a couple hiccup tracks coming for us that are going to be quite a handful, I think. But we're just going to try to keep doing what we're doing and hopefully keep the finishes up.
All right, and we'll be keeping an eye on you guys for that for sure. Before we let you get on out of here and start the celebration, anyone you want to shout out?
I give a shout out to you for the putting on the broadcast. Shout out to the league, another really fun, clean race all around. We only had one caution tonight, and then shout out to Michael Carter there, my teammate, for bringing it home P2. He almost got junked there on the initial restart after that caution, but he was able to hold on to it and rebound to a P2.
All right, well, we appreciate it, buddy. Congratulations again. Have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you, sir. All right, and once again, that was Adam Boughton, winner of the Ride Weights 135. We're going to go ahead and run through our official results here. Once again, taking home the win was Adam Evo Boughton in the 94 machine. Michael Carter, driver of the 97 car, comes home in second. Ray Polking gets his second podium finish in a row with a third-place finish. Lee Hamby, driver of the 47 machine, finishes fourth. Ryan Comba finishes fifth after Dakota Dennis runs out of gas on the final lap. Ryan Branchow finishes in sixth. In seventh, we had Chris Williams. Dakota Dennis falls to eighth after running out of fuel on that last lap. Marcus De La Garza finishes ninth, 14 laps down. Thomas Adams finishes 10th after some internet issues. Hugh Escobar comes home 11th after he and Mike Hardy got caught up in that wreck on lap 42, and Mike Hardy rounds out your field finishing 12th. And I would just like to thank everyone for tuning in to the Ride Weights 135 here on the Rebel Racing Network. Make sure you guys come back next week for the Third Coast Racing Series, Xfinity Series at Iowa for 130 laps. Once again, that will be Wednesday. The stream will start at 8:15. Yeah. And once again, I'm just going to ask everyone who is tuned in, make sure you hit that like, follow, subscribe button so you get the notification when we go live. We appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we will see you back here next week.